What's so amazing about tapping is you can go as deeply as you want to. You can make it very surface level, or you can get really deep into your childhood and memories if you would like to do that. Even though I've been waiting for more money,
Even though I've been waiting for more money,
but I just don't see it yet,
but I just don't see it yet,
I choose to deeply and completely
I choose to deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself. Welcome to Mastery Podcast. Today's guest is Morgan Sheridan, and she is an EFT practitioner, a holistic coach, and a speaker who helps women break through emotional blocks, regulate their nervous system, and step into deep self alignment. With a powerful blend of science and soul, she guides clients to lasting healing from the inside out. Welcome, Morgan.
Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Saz. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being here. I am so excited to talk to you about EFT, and we have some conversation outside of here. And you show me some of the example of what you can do with EFT. It's amazing, super powerful tool. And let's dig into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Morgan. Can you start by sharing a bit about your journey? How did you get into the world of holistic healing and discover EFT tapping?
My journey with holistic health really started during the COVID pandemic. I think myself, like a lot of us, were going through a really challenging time. I was in college at the time, I was sent back home, and I was left with my own thoughts, and some of those weren't really the most positive.
Yeah.
And within that, it led me to seek and learn within the holistic health community. And I began reading a lot. I began searching on social media, finding new YouTube videos that aligned with me. And that's where this passion for holistic health was really born. EFT tapping came into my life only about a year ago now. However, it's completely transformed my life. I always like to say EFT tapping found me because there was a book that kept coming into my field called The Tapping Solution by Nick Ortner. When I was reading that book, I felt so resonant with the information within it that I knew I had to try it. And when I began tapping on myself, I noticed this incredible impact of feeling so much calmer. And that's when I really wanted to bring it out into my community and teach others this incredible method.
Yeah, thank you so much, Morgan. It is incredible. And when I experienced that example that you gave me, the tapping, I just feel so much calmer. And we will do some of those later on in this in this interview. And Morgan, you often talk about mind-body connection. How do you personally define that, and why is it such a powerful focus in your work?
I believe the mind body connection is essential for us to understand on a wellness journey. Many of us in school learned that the brain and the body are separate, when in reality, we're now learning through research that they actually work together very
Mhm.
deeply. Each of us has a nerve called the vagus nerve that's a major regulator of our rest and digest nervous system. And what research is showing us now is that 80% of the total signals that that nerve is sending are moving from the body up to the brain. This is very different than what a lot of us learned in school, which is that the brain is informing the body, which, yes, of course, that is true. However, the body has so much wisdom that we are just now realizing that we can tap into. And through this connection with the body, we're able to learn more about ourselves and the world around us.
Thank you for that, Morgan. Now, when you talk about body wisdom, can you explain a little bit about that so that our listener, our viewer can understand?
So we know that our mind speaks to us with words, right? Those are
Mhm.
our thoughts. We're thinking in terms of whatever language we speak. Our body doesn't know how to communicate with words, but our body communicates with feelings or
Mhm.
sometimes what might be called physical symptoms, because that's the only way that the body knows how to communicate with us. So when these things arise, it's actually information and it's actually
Mhm.
wisdom from the body. The body is telling us something that maybe we need to shift within our life or something that's working for us in our life. And
Mhm.
through tapping into our body's wisdom and connecting with that and really listening to what's coming up is where we can create lasting change within our lives.
Awesome. Great, great. Thank you for that. I never really have someone who explained it in that way. I think this is very good. A lot of people going to understand that a little bit more, because people throw away, like, they throw out this word like body wisdom and all this stuff, and a lot of people don't know it. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That make perfect sense. What you just explained to us. Thank you, Morgan.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad. It's powerful stuff to listen to the body.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those who may be new to it, right? They don't know what EFT is. EFT actually is emotional freedom technique, which I didn't know. I just know that it's called EFT and it comes with tapping. And a lot of people think that it's just tapping. And how does it work, Morgan, on an energetic or neurological level?
When you hear people talking about EFT, you might hear the phrase EFT, emotional freedom technique, or just tapping. That's really all encompassing this modality that is tapping. And I like to explain it within three different pillars: traditional Chinese medicine, psychology, and science.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with traditional Chinese medicine, the points that we are tapping on are actually in line with what are known as meridians. These are energy channels that are running through the body, and when they move out of balance, that's where disharmony can occur within our mental or our physical state. And so the points we are tapping on are meridian endpoints, which are the same points that would be stimulated with a tool like acupuncture. So what we're doing is we're shifting the flow of energy within the body. And that's where psychology comes in, because as we're tapping, we are speaking out statements of situations that might be causing us stress or situations that we are looking to step into within our lives. And through rewiring the brain, through the act of tapping, we're able to shift our thoughts into a new direction. And that's where that science comes in, because the act of tapping teaches the amygdala in your brain, which is your stress response center, that that situation is safe. And
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to release stress hormones anymore in relation to that issue. So after a tapping session, when you show up to that situation or that person in your life, your brain knows now that it does not need to flood your body with stress hormones, and you will show up in a calmer, more grounded state.
Beautifully said. I love that. I love that. And can you share a story or a breakthrough moment, Morgan, where EFT tapping had a profound impact, either in your own life or in someone that you work with?
Yeah, tapping is incredibly powerful. That's why I'm here talking about it. I've definitely noticed direct impact within my life. For me, it's been incredibly powerful to witness the transformation within others. I have a friend and a client who, within a 45-minute session, she reported over the next 7 weeks, her relationship with food and her body totally transformed. And that was the focus of our session. And to the point where she was making different choices around food that were serving her body in a healthier way. And that was really from a short amount of time, because we were able to dive deep into her own personal situation and her past experiences, which is why I love those individual sessions. I
Mhm.
also love the group sessions because it is so powerful to feed off of each other's energy and be in a room where people are committed to growth and change. Within those sessions that I've led in group settings, people always report feeling calmer, feeling lighter, feeling like something shifted. are the
Mhm.
words that I hear a lot. And
Yeah.
just noticing the room calm down within a tapping session is incredibly profound.
Yeah, absolutely. We heard this before, right? Everything is energy. Your body collect energy at certain point, and if it doesn't flow the way it's supposed to, it have that what you call memories, right? And it keep it there.
Mhm.
And with EFT, it actually release it and rewire, give it a different memory, a better one, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. Thank you for that, Morgan. Now, many entrepreneurs, me included, coaches, business owner, speaker, and leaders, we are in front of the public eye all the time, whether it be leading the team or on stage speaking or on a podcast or showing up on camera, doing your social media or whatever you're doing. Why do you think people have that fear? Like, their hearts start pounding and they start sweating. And it was just like, it's just them and a camera and they are sweating in like a pig. How did that happen?
It's wild because
Yeah.
the two most common fears that people report are death and public speaking, which
Yeah.
is wild that those are in the same category.
Right.
I do think it's an evolutionary thing. So if we think back to our cave people times, we needed our tribe to survive.
Hmm.
And public speaking might put us in a situation where we're stepping outside of our comfort zone and we're opening ourselves up to the opinions of others. And that evolutionary nervous system within us is telling us, no, we don't want the tribe to reject us. We need the tribe. We
Hmm.
know now that in our society today, that's not necessarily true. And public speaking is not going to put us in a situation where we are not going to survive. And that's where tools like tapping come in, is we can rewire the nervous system so it's not blaring that alarm system when we're going to public speak.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Now, I know that a lot of us, like you said before you come on this episode, you also do tapping. And
Mhm.
just because you're good at public speaking, or if you're movie star and singer songwriter, people who are on stage all the time, they have fear of public speaking. Michael Jackson has it. All those people, they have fear, they have this anxiety. And what can they do? Can you kind of walk us through the exercise that we can do before we go out and speak?
Yeah, we can do a little tapping session demo here.
Awesome.
Yeah. And what I want to say is with tapping, the reason we are going to tap on some of that fear is to teach that amygdala, that stress response center, that it's safe. So when we focus on those so called negative emotions in the beginning, it's so that we can acknowledge them and clear them. And that's when we move on to the positive and step into that new reality. So, with this tapping demo, feel free to tap on either side or both. We have meridian channels running on both sides of the body. So, just do what feels intuitive to you. And are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So, we'll begin by tapping on the karate chop point, which is the side of your hand. And you'll just repeat after me and follow along with where I'm tapping. Even though I've had this fear of public speaking,
Even though I have this fear of public speaking,
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself.
Even though my heart starts racing when I get in front of a crowd,
Even though my heart starts racing when I get in front of a crowd,
I am ready to relax my body now.
I am ready to relax my body now.
Even though I've been so afraid to talk in front of people,
Even though I've been so afraid to talk in front of people,
and it's been holding me back in my business,
and it's been holding me back in my business,
I choose to deeply and fully
I choose to deeply and fully
love, honor, and trust myself.
love, honor, and trust myself.
All right, let's move above the eyebrow on the side closest to your nose. This fear of public speaking.
This fear of public speaking,
Let's go to the side of the eye, This fear of public speaking.
This fear of public speaking.
Under the eye, my heart starts racing.
My heart start racing.
Top of the lip, my palms get sweaty.
My palm gets sweaty.
Move to the chin, my whole body is shaking.
My whole body is shaking.
Now move to the collarbone, find that little U shape and move 1 inch down and 1 inch over on either side. I just feel so nervous to talk in front of people.
I just feel so nervous to talk in front of people.
Under the arm, right around where a bra strap would be. I'm so afraid to speak in front of people.
I'm so afraid to speak in front of people.
Top of the head. I am ready to release this fear now.
I am ready to release this fear now.
Move above the eyebrow. This fear of public speaking.
This fear of public speaking.
Side of the eye. I'm letting it go from my mind and my body.
I'm letting it go from my mind and my body.
Under the eye. The world needs to hear what I have to say.
The world needs to hear what I have to say.
Top of the lip. It is safe for me to speak my truth.
It is safe for me to speak my truth.
Move to the chin. I am safe.
I am safe.
Collarbone. I trust myself to speak in front of others.
I trust myself to speak in front of others.
Under the arm. I am ready to show up confidently.
I am ready to show up confidently.
Top of the head. It is safe for me to public speak.
It is safe for me to public speak.
All right, now reach for one of your wrists. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it all go. Just allow yourself to notice any insights or any sensations in your body that came up for you through that session. And you can always repeat as needed.
Awesome. Every time I do this is the third time we do it together. And it's amazing, y'all. It's like you feel so much calmer, so much more at ease, and you feel like you can speak your truth, like you said.
Mm.
And do you think this would help with people who have something holding them back? Like they have something that they are ashamed of or fear of speaking out, but actually whatever they've been through will help others. This should help too, right?
Definitely. Tapping can be used in moments of extreme overwhelm, which is amazing because you really notice the immediate effects. It can also be used to clear beliefs that might be holding us back within public speaking, for example, as what we're speaking about now, and thinking about those situations ahead of time and really clearing so that the body learns that it's okay to move forward.
Absolutely. That is super powerful. And I'm gonna use this
It's
for
good
my
stuff.
training. This is great stuff because we at Crush It on Cam, we train people to be on stage, to be speaking, feeling confident on camera. This would be one of the techniques. If you would allow me, I will play this video in front of people so they can learn about letting go of this fear with EFT. Right? We do other stuff. We do voice practicing. We do many things, but I think EFT can definitely add to the mix. Definitely. I feel so good now. I can talk about anything without all
Yay!
the skeleton in the closet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people need to know this stuff. People need to
Yeah.
know this stuff. It's powerful.
Absolutely. And we talk about also about abundance, right?
Mm.
People have different internal belief system that can block us. And can you elaborate on that a little bit and how can EFT help unblock those?
This is something that is so important, especially today. It's so common to see this. And there's a quote that I love from a nice Nin that says, "We don't see the world how it is, we see the world how we are."
Mhm.
And this really demonstrates the power of our internal belief systems and how that can create the reality around us. Our brains have a system known as the reticular activating system that acts like a filter on our environment based on what we picked up in childhood. And a lot of these beliefs that we picked up might not be true. It's just what we learned from the people around us. And the reticular activating system will allow us to see things in our environment that are in line with those beliefs.
Mhm.
And this is where rewiring tools like EFT tapping can come in, because we can rewire our belief systems so that our brain chooses to see in our environment what is going to move us forward to our goals, what is going to make us feel happier and make us more abundant in our lives, financially or
Mhm.
otherwise.
Absolutely. Thank you about that. Now, money is a huge topic, right? The mindset about money, about wellness, especially people in wellness and in coaching space. What are some common patterns that you see, and can you share with us a way that we can unblock that?
Definitely. There are a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
A lot of people learned those common phrases, such as money is the root of all evil, money doesn't grow on trees. And we know that that's not true because
Mhm.
money is all around us in reality. And within the coaching space, within the entrepreneurial space, particularly with women, I've noticed that a lot of women have a fear of receiving money, a
Mhm.
fear of charging what they're worth and being worthy to receive that. When we know that money is really just an exchange of energy. And this is where tapping can come in to help rewire those beliefs and set people up to allow themselves to receive money and to feel safe around money. So
Yeah.
I'd love to guide you through.
Yeah,
You want to do
absolutely.
that?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Okay, let's call in some more money.
Yay.
All right, so begin tapping
Money is
on.
good.
Yes, yes. Okay, so
All
we'll
right, let's do
start
it.
on the karate chop point. Even though I've been waiting for more money,
Even though I've been waiting for more money,
but I just don't see it yet,
but I just don't see it yet,
I choose to deeply and completely
I choose to deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself.
Even though it feels like there isn't enough money to go around,
Even though it feels like there isn't enough money to go around,
I choose to feel safe and grounded now.
I choose to feel safe and grounded now.
Even though I'm waiting for more money to show up,
Even though I'm waiting for more money to show up.
and I'm just so frustrated because I haven't seen it,
And I'm just so frustrated because I haven't seen it.
I choose to deeply and fully
I choose to deeply and fully
love, honor, and respect myself.
love, honor, and respect myself.
Let's move above the eyebrow. There isn't enough money to go around.
There isn't enough money to go around.
Side of the eye. Why haven't I seen the money yet?
Why haven't I seen the money yet?
Under the eye. It feels like there's not enough to go around.
It feels like there's not enough to go around.
Top of the lip. I don't know where the money is.
I don't know where the money is.
On the chin. And I am so frustrated.
And I'm so frustrated.
Collarbone. There isn't enough money to go around.
There isn't enough money to go around.
Under the arm. There's not enough money for me.
There's not enough money for me.
Top of the head. I know that isn't true.
I know that isn't true.
Above the eyebrow. There's more than enough money in the world.
There's more than enough money in the world.
Side of the eye, nature is incredibly abundant.
Nature is incredibly abundant.
Under the eye, I am made up of atoms just like nature.
I am made up of atoms just like nature.
Top of the lip, so why wouldn't I be abundant too?
So why wouldn't I be abundant too?
On the chin, I am open to receiving more money.
I am open to receive more money.
On the collarbone, I trust myself to receive more money.
I trust myself to receive more money.
Under the arm, and I know that it is safe for me.
I know that it is safe for me.
Top of the head, and I am worthy to receive more money.
And I'm worthy to receive more money.
Okay, reach for one of your wrists. Take that deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Once again, observe how you feel, maybe any thoughts that came up.
I
And
feel abundance already.
it's already here.
It's already here.
Yes, yes, it
Yeah,
is.
cool. This is some great stuff. Thank you, Morgan. Now, a lot of people are gonna replay this part over and over again, and it is cool. You should do that, right? Is this a daily thing that we should practice?
Yes, daily is great. It's also great in those moments of overwhelm and whenever you feel that you want to tap. I
Yeah,
think it's a really intuitive process. So when you feel something sticky coming up, you can use tapping to calm that down immediately.
awesome, great, great. Now, after someone experience some tapping, what should they expect in terms of emotional or the physical shifts?
Tapping definitely will bring up a lot of memories, insights of how you want to move forward, and sometimes some more things that you want to release. So that's why it's always important to work with someone, a practitioner or a
Mhm.
therapist, if you feel that you want that extra support. What's so amazing about tapping is you can go as deeply as you want to. You can make it very surface level, or you can get really deep into your childhood and memories if you would like to do that. So when you're tapping, just be really gentle with yourself and spend time in nature. Connecting back with yourself away from your phone in nature is a great way to really ground yourself after tapping sessions and allow your mind and your body to rewire for the new future that you're creating. And that's a great time for reflection through journaling, meditating, going for a walk, whatever resonates with you, and really allowing yourself to integrate that tapping experience.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So, take the nature walks, be outside,
Mhm.
connect. While we are talking, if you didn't see it, I was looking at the window because there's this hummingbird that come in at the window, and he was like pecking at the window. I was like, wow, cool.
He's trying to tap with us.
Yeah, he's trying to tap with us, and I was like, wow, how did that happen? Yeah, we live out. I wouldn't say out in the boonies, but way a little bit outside of the city. So we have a lot of trees, we have some deers, we have birds and stuff like that. So we like to take walks, and yeah, that'll be great. After this, maybe I'll go take a walk.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're in the right
yeah,
place for
it,
it.
it is a beautiful day, and
Mhm.
and you said you can go as deep as you want. For example, if we tap about speaking or money, there are deeper story than that, right? That you need to uncover and that you need to unearth and let go.
Yeah, that's why it can be really helpful to work with someone. If you want to go even deeper, you can dive deeply into core memories that may have led to that belief for fear of public speaking, for example. Or
Mhm.
if you were taught that money doesn't grow on trees when you were a kid, you can
Yeah,
dive deep into that core memory when that first happened, where you're clearing that at the root.
yeah. When you speak about core memory, I'm gonna bring up this this movie. It's called, I think, Emoji, like the emotion movie. Have you seen it?
Is it Inside Out?
Inside Out, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Inside Out. They talk about core memory and how we kind of keep all this memory, and then this worker in our mind, right? They put the memory that doesn't serve us, they kind of throw it away, and the memory that is good, they kind of put it on the shelf so we can have access to it. And it kind of remind me of that movie with the tapping. Is like all the memories that kind of hurt us, we can just toss it. And the good one, we put it on our shelf so we can reuse it again, right? Is that kind of
Yeah.
how it work?
I love that movie. That is such a fun movie. And Inside Out 2, they got into integrating
Yeah.
the negative memories, core
Hmm.
memories, and the positive ones, which I
Yeah.
think ties in really well with tapping because that's what we want to do, right? Is
Yeah.
tie them all together. So even those sticky memories that bring up a lot of emotion, we want to meet them with love and
Hmm.
clear them from our bodies so they're not stuck in there as energy anymore, but they're actually released. And when that energy is no longer stuck within us, we have that awareness that we can move forward with. So there's no longer that difficult emotion, but we can teach others from our experience moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I love that movie too. I watched both of them.
So good, so
Yeah,
good, so
it
fun.
is so good. It's cartoon, and we're like, my husband and I were like, are we the only two adults in here with no kids?
Not at
Yeah,
all. I think that was made for adults too.
yeah. I
We
think
all need
we
to know
all.
it.
Yeah, yeah. I think we are all kids at heart, and I think a lot of kids movie actually they make for adults,
Mm,
because you can go like really deep into the meaning behind it, right?
hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, you work with a lot of clients, like different clients. Who do you feel this work especially impactful for? And yeah, I let you answer that question first.
EFT is so impactful for someone who is ready to get to the next level in their life.
Mhm.
You have to be ready and you have to want that. And what is so powerful to me about EFT tapping is that you don't need anything outside of your own body to do it. And
Yeah,
that is incredible. So, if you're someone who wants to heal at the root, you want to heal without taking something outside of you, tapping is great for you because you're
mhm.
rewiring both your thoughts and also the energy in your body simply by using your own hands.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. If you don't know, if you guys don't know, my background, that's where doctor is coming from, is clinical pharmacy. So I used to be a legal drug pusher. And now um, I'm the more of pushing the non-medication part, just because, like you say, if you don't want to take something outside of your body, there's
Mhm.
so many different ways that you can use your own body, right? You are powerful enough to heal yourself if you would just know how or have the right guidance, like Morgan. And you can go really deep with that. And how can people work with you, Morgan, if
Feel
they?
free to reach out to me on my Instagram is morgan.sheridan, and I offer individual sessions where we can really dive deep into specialized tapping sessions based on your situation, where we're tapping on the words that your subconscious mind would use, as well as those core memories that we talked about. I also am available for speaking engagements and workshops surrounding tapping or other mindset related tools to help guide you through your life with inspiration and happiness and what we all want in life, right?
Absolutely, and you are Morgan is such a breath of fresh air. You have this great positive energy about you, and thank you so much for being on this podcast. And before we let you go, what's the one message, Morgan, that you love to leave with our listener today, especially those who feel stuck, those who feel blocked and unsure of the next step?
Mhm. You are powerful.
Yeah.
Your body is more powerful than you may have been led to believe. And through connecting with that wisdom within your body, you can transform your life and, most importantly, transform how you feel in your life. So remember that. Remember that you are powerful.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Morgan. And listener, viewer out there, remember you are powerful. You are the master of your life, the master of your health. You can do this. And if you need support, check out Morgan. She will gladly guide you through the
Thank you.
process. Until
Yes.
next time, thank you, Morgan.
Thank you so much.
All right. Until next time, you all master yourself, master your life, and be joyful. Wish you a great day. Bye for now.